Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about VEX OVERRIDE. Now this game is very interesting. This has been a game that not a lot of people have responded positively to. At Worlds, when it was revealed, everyone was booing and yelling, and kind of rightfully so. So what makes this game so bad? Well, let's find out. So starting off, this game is a stacking game. It's not what we expected quite, right? It's a stacking game, which kind of people have been wanting for a little bit, but shooting is more what everyone else wanted, and they know this. But let's just start out by talking about the game. So there's like hundreds of objects. And objects include what they call cups, and then there's like 4 different pen styles, which are just red, blue, yellow, yellow, or whatever. And just, it's whichever side is in the clear side of the cup is what's showing and can be scored. Now, what's interesting about that is you gotta be very good about orienting it. So like a basic claw bot ain't gonna be able to do much. Unlike like In the Zone or Skyrise, which are 2 games that are very big stacking that I encourage teams to go look at. It didn't matter the orientation. So if you want to be good, your claw or your picker-upper is going to have to be able to pivot or rotate to be able to rotate where the pins are. Another interesting thing is these loaders. These loaders, which they only show briefly in the thing, it's very interesting because it looks like they move up, but I think that's a human thing, because if you look at the loaders, there is a handle on them. So I think the match loader person will have to move it up. I'm sure there's a lot of rules, and the game manual will come out eventually. And once it does, I'll make a video over that. But until then, let's talk about this game. So 12-point Wattage. I think the cup and yellow are not worth anything, but each pin scored is worth I think it's 5 points or something. And they didn't really explain very well about the your own alliance scoring zone, so I'm not very sure about that. But there is a expansion limit of 50 inches. So there's no height limit to how much you can stack. There's an expansion limit though, so it kind of crazy because that's a crazy expansion limit. And stacking games haven't been big, so no one in VEX right now has done a stacking game in a long time, nothing like this. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how the season plays out. Now the big thing is these rollers. In each quadrant there are rollers on the side, kind of like spin up, where you can change the points of the yellow ones, which are worth 0 until the rollers are activated. So it changes the color of all of them, and based on what it is, I think that will probably be the biggest point contention throughout the game, because those matter so much. However, it makes me think the strategy is going to lean more towards having your own color scored, just not trying to score yellow and having only the blue ones visible, because it doesn't make sense to me that you would score yellow and have the potential for them to take that away from you. Now, there is only one scoring object, or one cup and one pin allowed at a time. It's not crazy. I don't think that's terrible. But okay, what is terrible is the 18 inches in the middle. That's awful. That is you can barely stack anything. So in a stacking game, the central point, the most important one, you can barely stack at all on it, which means at the beginning of the match or autonomous, you need to dive bomb that middle and try and get it as soon as possible. Or else you're just not going to be able to have that. And that will matter somewhat depending on the end game, which is very interesting. I love the end game this year, actually. It's the only part about this game that I really love, because a King of the Hill style thing is very interesting to me, where you have to have multiple bots and the majority of bots claim it. And then if you're just breaking the plane, you get points, so it's not really that bad for everyone, but it's also just not going to be that many points. And then there's the wattage limit. The wattage limit is probably the biggest thing that everyone is mad about, which is fair. We're going to unlimited, or not unlimited, but 88, I guess, wattage limit for drivetrain, but now it's at 55. So you can't go above 5 motors for your drivetrain, which will really push people to make interesting drivetrains. I don't think this is as big of a deal as people are making it, because when the season you're going off clawbots and stacking, you want to be a lot slower, and especially with the King of the Hill, you want to be a lot more powerful. However, I do understand that is just crazy for them to limit it for us, because I feel like that didn't really do much. I thought it was VEX is just trying to force us into doing stuff, and it's just not cool, because they also took away flex wheels, I'm pretty sure, but we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, this game is not looking great, but we have the game manual coming out later, and maybe they'll shed some more light on some things. But as of right now, I'm not feeling great about this game. I'm interested to see what all the rules are with VEXU, what the rules are there, but I guess we'll find out and see what happens next.